God, I'm old. Hard getting up. You drive me wild, vinyl community. What can I tell you? Hanging with the Runaways here. Very nice. Joan Jett and friends for a Friday cheers. Trip down to Rhode Island. Send this out to my friend Liam and his wife Robin, who now live in Texas, but they're originally from Rhode Island. Really good friends of mine. They watch all the videos too. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nice, crisp, cold Friday cheers. Again, with these gals. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just let that rock all night. Maybe I'll do that after this video. All right. Anyway, let's get down to business. We got a few things to cover today on this Friday cheers. All right. Let's see what we got happening here. So yes. So this was what I would call a major week in the world of VCLT. Yes, the acronym which stands for the Vinyl Community Love Train. Anyway, so yeah, the mailbox it was just a pew, 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 you know, just the incoming, right? So yeah, started the week. I know what's in here, I think. So I did something, Colton, don't bite. Something I don't normally do. I know what's in here. It's music related, but it's not music. So all the stuff I got this week, Colton doesn't like that sound. Yeah, he's gonna like this packaging though. So, we got in here, yes. I knew this was coming. It's just like, it's seriously like a birthday here this week. Look at that, Colton. Bubble wrap from All the World's a Stage. That's Steve, yes. Are you ready to rock? Yeah, I think so. Right, Colton, here's some more packaging. Oh, he loves that packaging, Steve. That was well thought out. Ah, there's one for me. And one for Patty. Yellow and red. Look at that. Are you ready to rock? Yeah, we're ready to rock, right? Look at that. Wonderful. Thank you very much for those, Steve. Thank God, look, there's something in the middle here. Oh, this is just a divider, I think. Yes, more robust packaging. Colton, dig in, man. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet of fun right there for you. So, yeah, Steve at All the World's a Stage. You guys all know him. In case you don't, where is he here in my slides? I call them slides. Brian the Embryonic Robot enjoyed my lo-fi slideshow, as he called it last Friday. I love my slides. So there's Steve right there. All the World's a Stage. Yes, and so then I got to dive right into this. So this came yesterday. It's related to Friday Cheers because Trevor texted me. Trevor of Flat Round and Spun. If you don't know his channel, get over there and check it out. So he said it was relative to Friday Cheers. And it doesn't feel like CDs and like the size of this. Looks like it could be a CD, but based on the feel, you know, like when you're a kid and you're feeling presents under the Christmas tree. What the hell is it? Oh, yeah. Little nip bottles here, yeah. Oh, it's just mixer stuff, like different flavored salts. You put them around the rim of your glass. Really nice. The brand here is Twang. I like some country twang, Trevor, so that's pretty cool. Like maracas, man. Yeah, there's Trevor right there. Yes, so there's Trevor. He was actually right there. He was entering my contest when I was pushing to 1 million subscribers. And Trevor was kind enough to enter that contest. He was one of 47 entrants to that contest. And by the way, Steve at All the World's a Stage, he just put out a contest launch video earlier today. I haven't quite figured it out yet. It's relative to Sam St. John. That's all I know, really. And Steve's pushing to 750,000 subscribers. So he's going to try to catch my 1 million. It can be done. Colton loves this envelope, Trevor. Get it, Colton. All right. So where are we next? Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh. I don't want to stress out. Richard, don't stress out. Jesus Christ. All right, here. Nothing to get stressed out on a Friday. Who am I kidding? All right. So my friend Jack, this is classic. So Gary, you saw my video last Friday where Gary over at Physical Format Jazz, he put out this list of demands, 20 channels, and a lot of people have done them and they've been really great. So the one he picked for Jack at the Vinyl Martini was, and Jack has perfect hair, unlike myself and the aforementioned Steve at All the World's a Stage. We have no hair, nothing to work with, right? Those days are over. Colton is really into this packaging. It's really great, guys. Thanks so much. He says thanks. And anyway, his demand of Jack was to either do a video with bedhead or a cowboy hat. So Jack chose to get up very early in the morning and did this video, and with messy hair. So he indicates in the video, yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't shaved for a couple of days. And here's the bedhead. So he's looking at the camera like I am right here. And I'm like, God, that looks pretty good hair for Jack, just getting out of bed. But then he turned to the right, and you can see it's a total disaster. It almost looks like a mohawk coming up there on the side. So yes, there's Jack at the Vinyl Martini. Please get over there, and you can see his logo right there. Go subscribe to him. He just had a push to 600,000 subscribers. So yeah, Jack's a great guy. And guess what? He sent me this. I tell you, man. When I at the beginning of this video, when I said it was like birthday or Christmas, I wasn't joking. Complete with a nice little letter here. So yes, hey Mike and Patty, just passing on a few doubles I thought you might enjoy. If you have any of these, please feel free to do as you wish. I've included one for Patty. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, what could that be, right? Let's set that note down. Now we'll get through these here. So I'll just start with the gift for Patty. Lovely. He knows that Patty's love for Air Supply. Yes, the sweet sounds of Russell Hitchcock. Distant, him and Richard Simmons separated at birth, right? They're all out of love. What can I tell you? Yes. So anyway, that's Air Supply. And it's the one that you love, right? Oh my God, look at those outfits, right? Wow. Ben Rankins should have been around to consult on the fashion. All right. So other from Jack. Yes. So he was showing one of his collections like he's been doing lately. He just gets these extravaganza collections from people and zips through them. I love those videos, by the way, Jack. Half hour just goes like that because Jack's engaging. He's got a good, quick sense of humor just like me, and keeps it flowing, right? So this is Sade's second full-length Promise. Really great. Is It a Crime? The Sweetest Taboo. Mr. Wrong. It's just nice background music, and yeah, look at her, right? What a beauty. So yeah, still active today, Sade, and this is their second. It's the only one I have. This is music at the time. 1985 was this release. I was not into this in 1985, but the older you get, sometimes you can revisit something and then find it like it's new again, right? And appreciate it. So that's what it's all about, right? That's what music's all about. And Colton loves packaging, so it's a win-win for all of us here at MGK World Headquarters. Yes, and so ironically, so I listened to all these this week. So previously, like I said, when I get VCLT, I just open it and make a video. It's better to open it and listen to it and see what it's like, right? And then you can actually talk about it. So I know what this is like. It's the Cars, it's Candy O. I actually only have their debut and their greatest hits. Living here in Boston, if you turn on the radio, you hear the Cars because they're from here. It's like Aerosmith. They are hometown heroes, right? The late, great Rick Ocasek right there. Yes, and this isn't his beautiful ex-wife, Paulina Poroskova, but boy, look at her, right? Apparently the guy that did this cover art, he did some work for Playboy at the time. Really great artist. I mean, who can't appreciate that, right? So Benjamin Orr, of course, on backup vocals and bass. Yeah, I don't need to go through all the personnel. Elliot Easton on lead guitar, right? He's still around in the Boston area, I believe. So yeah, Candy O. Favorite song in this is the title track for me. On the inside. Also the Dangerous Type, Let's Go, that was a huge single. I mean, it's a nice listen. I listened through the other night to this. The other night to this, I'll spit this out. And it still sounds super fresh. So those first two Cars albums, really good. And again, for Boston, right? This was the diamond in the rough, and that wasn't the rough. These are all good from Jack, but I was really pleasantly surprised to see this. Sir Douglas Quintet. I'm talking about Doug Somm. And yeah, this is, I believe, the second album from the Sir Douglas, third album from 1969 on the Smash Mercury label. Absolutely wicked, psych, rock, blues, I don't know. Just amazing. Let's see there. I just love it. I'm trying to think of the guy who plays the organ on this one. Argy, God, I can't think of his name here. It's not even on the back. It's just a really neat, oh, there he is. Augie Meyer, this guy. Check this guy out. There's Augie Meyer. So he plays the keyboards, and it's like a weird, I don't know, it's not a B3 organ, but it's cool, I don't know, whatever. It's an electric organ. Jesus, I'm not talking about organ. I'm not here to talk about organs. But anyway, it's just real cool psych. I really dig it. I've listened to this 3 times already. I have 2 other Sir Douglas Quintet albums. An album they did later on called Texas Tornado. It's a live album in the 80s, and another one from the 70s I have. But they're hard to find in the wild. This is in really, like, I'd say that record is in near mint condition. Not a pop or hiss on it. Plays terrific, Jack. I love it. Thank you so much. So that is amazing. And so, Colton. Oh, I love it. All right, so I was playing this at the beginning to tie in. All right, there she is right there. There's Joan Jett, right? And that song that was playing was You Drive Me Wild, right? Yes, so there she is, right? Still driving them wild, playing live. I know Gary over at Physical Format, he's seen Joan a number of times. And this is her second full length, and this is with her band at the time, the Blackhearts. So yeah, there they are on the back right there. So when she did that Runaways album, she was still a teenager with Lita Ford. I forget the other chicks, but who else was in that band? Lita, Sandy West, Jackie Fox, Sherry Curry, and of course, like I said, Lita Ford. There's Lita Ford right there. So anyway, yeah, this is Joan Jett's second album. This came out, I was probably about the 8th grade. I Love Rock and Roll, the title track. Brilliant version of the Tommy James and the Shandels, Crimson and Clover. I love that tune. And You're Too Possessive, Be Straight, all these are good. I used to have a cassette from a friend that I had recorded years ago, and like I've whined about a million times in my videos, my cassette's all melted in the garage in California. So that's nice to have that again. And that's going to close out the Vinyl Martini section of this video. Yes, thank you, Jack. Moving on. Yeah, so we already talked a bit about Steve at All the World's a Stage. He's still hiding over here. There he is right there. So yes, he gave me this box. Here, Colton, there's another box. You. All right, so I'm gonna get there's a note in here. Yes. Yes, very formal. Mike, you have been designated as one of the benefactors of the Great Purge of 2024. That sounds dramatic, doesn't it? Hopefully you can get more use out of these than I have. Feel free to pass on, trade, sell, etc. Those that fail to click with you. Take care, Steve. P.S. By law, 35% of this carton contains Canadian content. Yes, and it sure does. So we're going to talk about that. I want to keep that note there. All right, so I haven't listened to all of these yet, but I've listened to about half of them. Like it's a big box. There's about 20 albums in here. So the first one I wanted to talk about, total surprise, really blew me away. It's a band from Toronto. It's their self-titled debut, Foot in Cold Water in 1972. So if you're a kid growing up in Ontario like I was in the 70s, little kid, AM radio was all we had really to listen to if you listen to the radio. And there was a song called Make Me Do Anything You Want on here. And that was very, very popular. It's very top 40. But then I threw this on the other day, and it's just killer blues rock. It's couldn't be further from that single than this is. It's just really terrific. It's almost southern rock at points, just straight up, like I said, though, blues rock. Really amazing. Album kicks off with a song called On the Wind, and then the second song, Yalla Yay, spelled Y-A-L-L-A, second word Y-A-E. I don't even know what language that is, but it is a killer. Yes, and there's the band on the back. This is a pretty nice reissue here. Cardboard sleeve. And just some liner notes on the inside. Yeah. So they were around, I think, till the early 80s, and then that was it for A Foot in Cold Water. But this debut, yeah, this is great. I've only listened through once, but it's definitely going to be getting repeat spins in the near future. So yes, keeping it Canadian with Steve at All the World's a Stage. Yes. All right, heading out to the West Coast here with Jack. Yeah, friends of Jack at the Vinyl Martini, although he's originally from Toronto. It's Trooper, right, from the Greater Vancouver area. This is their second album called Two for the Show. Release date on this one, 1976. That was the year they had the Summer Olympics, actually, in Kingston, Ontario, city that I'm going to talk about in a minute here. So they had the Summer Olympics in Montreal. I'm corrected on that one. They did the sailing events in Kingston right there on Lake Ontario, because at the time my grandparents had a condo overlooking the lake, and you could look out and see all the boats. And I remember I would have been 8 at the time, and I remember being up there and looking over the balcony. You could see it all going on. I didn't understand it. I wasn't much of a sailor, but pretty cool memory I have. And I actually still have an Olympic mug somewhere in storage from 1976. So anyway, Two for the Show, the title track. Santa Maria is a really fun song and big hit on Classic Rock FM in Canada. The Boys in the Bright White Sports Car. It's just a staple of Classic Rock FM up there. But that's a fun album. Trooper's cool. I dig it. This was not in this package. This was previous VCLT from Steve. It's a band from Holland. I've listened to this now 5 or 6 times. I just wanted to highlight it again, and I listened to it again last night. If you like the Allman Brothers Band or any kind of blues rock, this is for you. These are a new band. This was actually Steve at All the World's a Stage. This was his 2023 album of the year, and DeWolf have been at it for a while. This is their 10th or 11th album, but they've got they got the backup singers. It's just, you look at them on stage, look up any of the footage from the Pink Pop Festival. It's terrific. I'm actually going to put a link in the description for the song Night Train that opens this up. I'll put again in the description, and you can check out DeWolf for yourself and see what you think. Whoop, keep turning this around because it opens like this kind of thing, whatever. And there's the CD on the inside, like the little Sun Soleil. So anyway, DeWolf, I just wanted to plug that again. Really awesome. So then, all right. Speaking of Kingston, Ontario, you can see right here on my shirt. And this is a pub on the main street there called Princess Street, which runs perpendicular, runs right down to Lake Ontario. Kingston is about 45 minutes to an hour west of the little town I grew up in the Thousand Islands called Brockville. And Jack Vinyl Martini, who I've already mentioned, he's got a son living there. So if Jack can make it out to my party Saturday, July 20th, you maybe do a swing trip to see your son in Kingston and then just drive down to Boston, right? I know your lovely wife would like to see the city, and I could be your tour guide. So get down here for some cheesecake. Yeah, it's Tragically Hip up to here. That's their second release. I should point out, I only have their debut self-titled. This was, I don't even think they were signed to a label at this point. This was in 1987. So I just wanted to talk for a second about Tragically Hip, and they're from Kingston, Ontario. A couple of guys, I think they met at Queen's University there, dropped out and formed the band. So anyway, like I said, this is their second album. So Tragically Hip is one of those bands, and I've seen them live. They actually played my Frosh Week, which is like, that's your freshman party week when you go to school. That's what they call it in Canada. And there's a bunch of concerts, and you're getting drunk and doing stuff and having a good time. And I saw the Tragically Hip there. That was probably the first time of several times I saw them over the years. And they're one of those bands, though. It's like if you live in Boston, like I said, the Cars, you get tired of it, right? So I didn't have any of these records because I go to a friend's house, they'd be playing it, or you're on the radio. It's on the radio because they've got that Canadian content rule. Steve wasn't joking. It is 30 to 35%. I don't know what it is these days. Content per hour on the radio has to be Canadian content. So preserving the arts and all. So anyway, yeah, this one, Blow It High Dough, 38 years old, Boots or Hearts. I mean, this brings back memories, and I'll enjoy these for certain. This is the third one right here. We got Road Apples from 1991. And ironically, there's a band from Kingston, another one, a tribute band to the Tragically Hip called Road Apples. And I've seen them in Kingston a couple of times, a place called Stages. And I think that club is still there, right on Princess Street. That's that main street I mentioned. It was a big dance club, and they would also have live concerts there. And here we go. This is Fully Completely. This is their fourth full length. The year on this one, 1992. So Colton is trying to get at that picture of Steve. So anyway, he likes All the World's a Stage. So go eat that packaging, Colton. Get after it. Okay, there we go. So from Steve, thank you so much for all this, Steve. I'll get to the rest of this box. Yeah, maybe this weekend, maybe it'll be happening, all right? What do we got? We got one more thing here. Anthony, Gambler812. There he is. If you haven't subscribed to any of these channels, you better get going, man. It's like, geez, I never heard of the Beatles. It's like, have you not heard of these channels? I mean, come on, get after it. So I gotta find where I'm at in my pile. Oh yeah, here we are, another box. What am I doing here? Put this back in the box just for dramatic effect, if you will. Colton, there's another one, right? Yes. So my friend Anthony, awesome guy. We just went to a record show down in Dedham with the Vinyl Bowl a few weeks ago. He'll be at the party Saturday, July 20th. Will you? It's the Rolling Stones right here, Steel Wheels from 1989. It's one of those records I had and it walked away somewhere. I was too nice a guy. I used to lend records to people and then they'd move or something. When you're younger, you're moving around, getting settled still in your 20s. And that's where I lost a few, but this one's back in the collection. It's a pretty mint copy. I'm thrilled. Thank you, Anthony, very much. There's not much I can say about this album, probably that hasn't been said. A lot of people think it's the best album they did since Tattoo You. Critics and of course Steve at All the World's a Stage shares that opinion as well. Sad, Sad, Sad opens it up. Mixed Emotions is a great track. Blinded by Love, that's a great song that rounds out side one. And it's the Rolling Stones. That's Steel Wheels right there. So a band I really love. Any of you that watch my channel know it. It's the Allman Brothers. I only have a CD copy of this one, Brothers and Sisters from 1974. Love, love, love this one. There's a lot of classic cuts on this. There's the Allman Brothers and all their friends, and there's kids. Oh, there's kids on the cover here. There's brothers and sisters, right? So anyway, where's Dickie on here? Yeah, there's Dickie. See Dickie Betts right there. So lead guitarist Dickie Betts started to sing more songs, and on this one, Ramblin' Man, and he also sings Southbound too. So he started to sing more than, like him and Greg Allman would go off each other on lead, trading off lead vocals. And Dickie, I always liked his singing too. Southbound's such a great track, and Ramblin' Man, of course, you've probably heard that one a million times too. On the inside here, of course, they were on the Capricorn label. Yeah, this one, another, I don't know where Anthony got these, but even had has the original credits, liner notes on the inside. Really, really clean. Nice copy of that, and I'm very excited to have it. So there you go. So one more time, all of these gentlemen. Messy Hair Jack over at the Vinyl Martini. Subscribe to him. We got Anthony at Gambler812. Steve currently on track for 750,000 subscribers at All the World's a Stage. Trevor at Flat Round and Spun right there. He's on the West Coast. And by the way, Trevor will be here signing autographs in my backyard on Saturday, July 20th. Will you be here? That's the question, right? Jeff Witcher. Yeah. Get over here. Hey, speaking, I mentioned Sam St. John earlier. He could show up with his guitar too. Him and Chris Brophy. I don't know if that date works for Chris. I was kind of going back with him. I don't know if that works. But July 20th is a long way away. So shuffle some schedules, but that date is firm. And I know a couple of people already bought plane tickets. So it's getting exciting, right? So anyway, one more thing. Patty is running an Instagram page. It's all about Colton, called Colton Adventures. Again, Colton Adventures. If you follow anything on Instagram, please go over and follow that and leave a comment for Patty that you're into Colton, you think he's cool. I know Colton would dig it. Patty put some really cool captions on there, really funny. And yeah, it's Colton Adventures, of course, on Instagram. Ow, oh God, Colton, jeez. Right at the end there, he attacks, right, of course. Anyway, Colton Adventures, Instagram, check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe get to another video this weekend. Who knows, right? But whatever you're doing, hope it's a good one. Thanks again, everybody.